the sunrise finds me awake, with swollen eyes and a restless heart. The silence wears your favorite face, even though we're worlds apart. I trace your name across the window, then watch the rain erase each line, just like the promises we made that disappeared with time. I've carried this heartbreak so long, it feels heavier than my own skin. Every time I think I'm healing, the hurt begins again. I'm exhausted from the pain, from loving someone who let me go. I've cried enough to fill the ocean, still the tears continue to flow. I've been strong for far too long, with nothing left to prove again. All I want is one peaceful night. I'm exhausted from the pain. Your photograph still sits beside me, like time refused to move ahead. I hear your laughter in the quiet, though every word we had is dead. I built a home around forever, but forever slipped through my hands. Now I'm left with broken echoes and castles made of sand. Some scars don't fade with seasons, some wounds never lose their sting. I've been searching for tomorrow, but yesterday still clings. I'm exhausted from the pain, from carrying this empty space. Every stranger wears a shadow that reminds me of your face. I've begged my heart to let you go, but love keeps calling out your name. I'm barely standing anymore. I'm exhausted from the pain. If tears could build a bridge, I'd cross the distance back to you. If broken dreams could beat again, I believe they still come true. But love can't bloom in empty hands, and hope can't live on memories. So I'll whisper one last goodbye to the ghost you left in me. I'm exhausted from the pain, but somewhere deep beneath these scars, a tiny spark is still alive, waiting for a brand new start. I'll never forget the love we shared, every lesson that it gave. Though my heart is worn and weary now, I still have strength to be brave. The night may hold my loneliness, the rain may know my name, but one day I'll look back and say, I survived the pain. Though your love became my deepest wound, it won't be my final refrain. Painted over, I bought a gallon of eggshell white to cover up the cracks, a heavy brush to silhouette the places where you sat. The ghost of your laughter is peeling off the door. I'm renovating every inch of what I can't ignore. I'm layering the past with a brand new shade of blue. It's a polished kind of fiction, anything but true. My heart's a museum under construction. I'm painting over every memory of your face, drowning out the silence with a synthetic embrace. It's a glossed up masquerade, beautiful lie, watching the pigment of us slowly run dry. Oh, I'm painting over, yeah, I'm painting over you. I've hung a different portrait where the hallway used to sigh. A stranger's grin is framing all the reasons why I cry. I sanded down the texture of the words you never said. Now I sleep in colors that I've curated instead. I'm layering the past with a brand new shade of blue. It's a polished kind of fiction, anything but true. My heart's a museum under construction. I'm painting over every memory of your face, drowning out the silence with a synthetic embrace. It's a glossed up masquerade, a beautiful lie, watching the pigment of us slowly run dry. Oh, I'm painting over, yeah, I'm painting over you. The promise doesn't hold the heavy weight of regret. The mural in my mind is one I haven't finished yet. Every stroke is faster, every color feels so cold. I'm turning all the secrets into something I was told. I'm painting over every memory of your face, drowning out the silence with a synthetic embrace. It's a glossed up masquerade, a beautiful lie, watching the pigment of us slowly run dry. Oh, I'm painting over, yeah, I'm painting over you. Just a fresh coat, a clean slate, everything's fine. It's just the paint. Paint it over, you're gone. The autumn wind still knows your name. It whispers softly through the trees. I close my eyes and hear your laugh, then wake to nothing but the breeze. The porch where we would watch the sky feels colder than it's ever been. The seasons changed without a sound, but my heart stayed where you'd been. Time paints the branches bare, yet your memory still blooms. Every falling leaf reminds me love can leave too soon. Leaves fall and die one by one, just like the dreams we had begun. They drift away where I can't go, carried by a wind I'll never know. If hearts could bloom through winter's pain, I'd wait forever in the rain. But goodbye colors the sky, the way the leaves fall and die. Your sweater hangs beside the door, untouched by hands, untouched by time. I tell myself to let you go, but hope still echoes in my mind. The empty chair across from me holds more than silence ever could. It's filled with all the words we lost and every chance misunderstood. Maybe somewhere spring still comes to heal the branches left behind. Maybe love grows once again in places broken hearts can't find. Until that day, I'll carry you like sunlight hidden in the gray, a quiet flame that never fades. Though you have walked away, leaves fall and die beneath the sky. The memories refuse goodbye. They gather softly at my feet, like every promise once complete. Those seasons steal what we held dear. Your voice still finds me every year. I love you through the changing skies, through every tear these old eyes cry. And when the last leaf says farewell, a part of me will always dwell in the autumn where you smiled at me before the leaves fell and died. When winter wraps the world in white, I'll search for traces of your light. Some loves don't end, they quietly remain, like autumn's colors after the rain. We started with a sky full of stars, believing love could carry us far. Every promise felt so true, every dream was built with you. We drew forever in the sand, holding hope in trembling hands. But time erased what love had made and left our hearts to slowly fade. Some roads don't break all at once, they slowly drift apart. Before we knew where we had gone, distance found our hearts. We got lost along the way, somewhere between forever and yesterday. Holding on while letting go, watching our love become a ghost. I still hear your voice in the pouring rain, calling a heart that still speaks your name. If I could find the path we knew, I'd walk it all again with you. But now I'm only chasing echoes, lost along the way. Your old sweater still keeps me warm, though your arms are long since gone. The photographs still softly smile, frozen in a better time. Every street we used to know feels like somewhere I can't go. The city hasn't changed at all, Maybe hearts can lose each other without losing what they find. You taught me how to love so deep. You left me scars I'll always keep. Even broken, I can see what your love awakened in me. We got lost along the way, but your memory never walked away. He lives inside each quiet night, like a fading star that still gives light. Though forever slipped beyond our hands, I'll always treasure where we once stood. Some loves don't end, they simply change, becoming bittersweet refrains. If our souls should meet someday, beyond the tears and yesterday, I'll smile and softly call your name. For we were never truly strangers, just two hearts lost along the way. The road goes on, though you're not here. With every mile I hold you near, and though I walk this path alone today, a part of my heart will always be lost along the way. The sun still rises, but I never feel its glow. I'm just a shadow of the soul you used to know. Every room still whispers pieces of your name, while I pretend that nothing's changed. I walk the streets where we once held our dreams. Now every corner tears apart the seams. The laughter that once lived inside my chest has disappeared without a trace. They tell me life goes on somehow, but I'm still trapped in yesterday somehow. I wear a smile they all believe, while my heart quietly grieves. My mind flatlined long ago, the day I watched you let me go. My thoughts stopped reaching for tomorrow, lost beneath an ocean of sorrow. I'm breathing air but not alive, just surviving day by night. Every heartbeat echoes hollow, with no bright road left to follow. My mind flatlined long ago, when I lost the only place called home. The mirror shows a face I hardly know, eyes that carry storms they'll never show. I still replay the words we left unsaid, they haunt the silence in my head. Your favorite song still fills the empty space, but all I hear is your fading embrace. Every note reminds me what I've lost, a love too precious for the cost. If memories could breathe again, I'd hold them close until the end. One more goodbye, one final kiss, to feel once more what I've still missed. But time keeps pulling you away, while I'm frozen in that painful day. Some wounds don't leave a scar, you see, they quietly erase who we used to be. carry you wherever I go. My mind flatlined long ago, yet somehow it still remembers loving you. Nothing makes sense anymore. The morning comes, but I don't feel the light. Every sunrise looks the same as night. Your empty chair still waits by the door, but you're not coming home anymore. I keep your picture close to my chest, trying to convince my heart to rest. Every memory cuts a little deeper, turning every dream into a sleeper. I smile so no one asked what's wrong, but I've been breaking all along. I'm standing here yet I'm falling apart, holding the pieces of a shattered heart. Nothing makes sense anymore. Ever since you closed that door, the colors faded into gray, and every hope just slipped away. How can the world keep moving on when everything I loved is gone? I'm breathing but I'm barely alive, just learning how to survive. Nothing makes sense anymore. Without you, I'm not me anymore. I hear your voice inside the rain. Every drop repeats my pain. The songs we love now sound so cold, like stories that will never be told. I keep reaching for your hand at night, only finding empty skies. Even time can't heal this scar. Some wounds stay exactly where they are. If love was meant to last forever, why did forever end so soon? I gave you every beat inside me, now I'm just a lonely room. If somehow you can hear this prayer, know my heart is still waiting there. Even if you never return, your name is all my soul can learn. Nothing makes sense anymore. I've lost what I was living for. The stars don't shine the way they did. They hide behind the tears I've hid. Maybe one day I'll find the dawn, but tonight I'm barely holding on. Some hearts breaking slowly back, mine still aches without an end. Nothing makes sense anymore, but somehow I still whisper your name, because even after all this pain, I'll always love you the same. the same. I pass the places we once knew, still hoping somehow they'll lead to you. Everyone says I'm doing fine because they only see daylight. They never watch the lonely hours when darkness steals the fight. Silent tears fall unnoticed, like rain before the dawn. No one sees the shattered pieces I'm trying to carry on. I hide the cracks behind my eyes, pretending I don't break, but silent tears fall unnoticed with every breath I take. Your favorite song still fills the room, turning every note into perfume. The air remembers how you laughed while I keep living in the aftermath. Some wounds don't leave a scar outside, they bloom beneath the skin. The deepest ache is learning how to live where love has been. If I could gather every tear, I'd build an ocean made of blue. Not because I still blame you, but because I truly loved you. And though the night feels endless now, a tiny spark remains. The heart can bend beneath its grief, yet still outlive the pain. Silent tears fall unnoticed, but heaven counts each one. Every drop is proof I dared to love with all I was. The memory of you may linger, but it won't forever stay. These silent tears fall unnoticed until they wash the hurt away. One quiet morning I look back, not with anger, not with blame, just grateful that a heart can heal even after breaking in your name. System reboot. Suggestic dancing on the edge of the screen. My heart beats buffering in shades of routine. Disconnected wires from the ghost in the shell. I'm learning to breathe where the silence fell. The cache is full of ghosts I used to know. I'm pulling the plug, letting go of the glow. It's dark for a second, but wait for the spark. Running a system, reboot on my soul, deleting the fragments that took control. Emptying files, clearing the space, just me and the light at a brand new pace. Operating system running on love, scanning for shadows. I'm rising above, no errors to report, just the rhythm of skin. The hardware is healing, let the progress begin. I was a battery drained by the noise, trading my silence for synthetic joys. But a clean slate tastes like the salt in the air. I'm wide awake now, and I'm finally there. System check, heartbeat stable, writing my own new fabled, rebooting, starting clean. Suggested dancing on the edge of the screen. My heart beats buffering in shades of routine. Disconnected wires from the ghost in the shell. I'm learning to breathe where the silence fell. The cache is full of ghosts I used to know. I'm pulling the plug, letting go of the glow. It's dark for a second, but wait for the spark. Running a system, reboot on my soul. Deleting the fragments that took control. Emptying files, clearing the space. Just me and the light at a brand new pace. Operating system running on love. Scanning for shadows, I'm rising above. No errors to report, just the rhythm of skin. The hardware is healing, let the progress begin. I was a battery drained by the noise, trading my silence for synthetic joys. But a clean slate tastes like the salt in the air. I'm wide awake now, and I'm finally there. System check. Writing my own new fable. Rebooting, starting clean. The morning finds me where I fell, wrapped in the silence I know too well. Your side of forever is cold and bare, but I still turn, believing you're there. My eyes close, but my heart won't rest. It keeps replaying our last request. You left with words I can't erase. Now every dream still wears your face. They tell me time will ease the pain, but every sunrise feels the same. I'm running low on hope tonight, trying to outlast another lonely fight. I'm tired beyond short sleep. This ache goes deeper than my dreams. No pillow can soften the sound of you leaving. I wake with the weight of a love I couldn't keep. I'm tired beyond short sleep. I'm tired in my soul, so deep. The clock keeps counting empty hours, while memories bloom like forgotten flowers. I wear a smile that fades too fast, a borrowed mask that never lasts. I still hear your voice in the pouring rain, calling a heart you left in pain. The world keeps spinning without a pause, but mine stopped turning because of us. If tears could wash away goodbye, I'd fill the oceans with tonight. If love could rewrite what we've lost, I'd pay forever, whatever the cost. But some doors close without a sound, leaving broken hearts to haunt the ground. So I'll carry what's left hope at a time, even when I'm tired beyond short sleep. Watching my life pass, the clock upon the wall keeps ticking, marking every hour. I'm staring at the garden, watching the dying of the flower. The sun comes up, the sun goes down, the world keeps spinning round. But I am anchored to this chair without a single sound. I see the dust dance in the light that streams across the floor, and I wonder if you'll ever come walking through that door. People rushing down the street with somewhere else to be, but ever since you left this house, there's nowhere left for me. I'm just watching my life pass through a window pane of glass, a spectator in my own world, a shadow overcast. The days are blurring into years, drowning in these quiet tears. Since you took away the future, all I have is what is in the past. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, watching my life pass. I found a ticket stub today from a movie we went to see, back when I was in the frame, back when you were next to me. Now I feel like a ghost that haunts these empty hollow rooms, sweeping up the memories with a pair of broken brooms. The calendar is turning pages I don't even read. I'm just existing in the space of a love I used to need. People falling deep in love with places left to go, but how to take a step forward, I don't even know. 'Cause I'm watching my life pass through a window pane of glass, a spectator in my own world, a shadow overcast. The days are blurring into years, drowning in these quiet tears. Since you took away the future, all I have is what is in the past. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, watching my life pass. I wanna break the glass, I wanna step outside, I wanna find a place where these heavy sorrows hide. But the gravity of losing you is pulling at my feet, and the silence of this lonely house is my only real retreat. I'm stranded on the sidelines of a game I couldn't win, just waiting for an ending before I even can begin. And I'm watching my life pass through a window pane of glass, a spectator in my own world, a shadow overcast. The days are blurring into years, drowning in these quiet tears. Since you took away the future, all I have is what is in the past. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, watching my life pass, watching the seasons fade, watching the shadows cast. Without you by my side, I'm nowhere fast, just watching my life pass. Yeah, watching my life pass. Pictures still hanging where the morning light falls, but silence is louder than these empty walls. I still hear your laughter in the echoing air, reaching for a memory that isn't there. Every promise we whispered now fades with the rain, leaving little reminders wrapped in endless pain. I keep telling my heart that it's time to move on, but it still waits for you with every dawn. How do I forget the soul that felt like home? How do I stop missing someone who's already gone? We're just the missing pieces of us, a broken forever covered in dust. Two hearts that fit but couldn't survive. Now only our memories keep us alive. I'm holding the love that time couldn't save, calling your name through the tears that I gave. If love never dies, then why does it hurt this much? Now I'm left with the missing pieces of us. The seasons keep changing, but I'm standing still, trying to outrun what I never will. Your goodbye keeps replaying inside of my mind, like a song that refuses to leave me behind. I found your old sweater, it still smells like you, a bittersweet reminder of everything true. I trade every tomorrow just to hear you say you never really wanted to walk away. Maybe somewhere a star still shines in another life, your hands in mine. Maybe there's a world where we never let go, where love doesn't end and hearts don't break so slow. But here I am, learning how to breathe alone, building a future from dreams that turn to stone. We're just the missing pieces of us, scattered like shadows where we lost our trust. I still wear your love like a scar on my soul, a beautiful wound that never lets go. If heaven can hear every prayer that I make, tell it to God every promise we couldn't keep safe. I carry your memory wherever I go, even if loving you means loving a ghost. Because some hearts never truly give up, they simply become the missing pieces of us. One day these tears may finally dry, but your name will always live inside. You are my forever, my once in a lifetime love, and I'll forever search for the missing pieces of us. They're so tired of trying. I've been holding broken pieces with these trembling empty hands, building hope from scattered ashes, watching every promise end. I kept believing love could heal us, even when the colors faded gray. I gave tomorrow all my faith, but tomorrow slipped away. How many tears can one heart carry? How many nights can silence sing? I fought so hard to keep us breathing, but love let go of everything. My soul is tired of trying, tired of reaching through the rain. Every time I found the sunlight, it disappeared again. I poured my heart into forever, but forever changed its mind. Now all that's left inside of me is a soul tired of trying. Your name still lingers in the hallways, like a melody gone still. Every picture holds a lifetime, every memory hurts to feel. I wear my courage like a stranger, a smile stitched across the pain. No one sees the quiet battles that I lose again and again. I stopped asking fate for answers, stopped begging love to stay. Some goodbyes are written softly, yet they never fade away. My soul is tired of trying, tired of chasing what is gone. I've been standing in the darkness, waiting far too long. Every dream I wrapped around you slowly fell apart with time. Now every beat inside my chest whispers one last goodbye. If love could hear the prayers I buried deep beneath these scars, it would know I never wanted to lose who we once were. But even the strongest hearts can only carry so much pain. Some flowers stop reaching for the sun after too many storms and rain. My soul is tired of trying, but it hasn't stopped believing. Somewhere past these endless heartaches, there must be healing waiting. I'll carry every lesson, though the tears still fill my eyes. 'Cause even shattered hearts can bloom after learning how to rise. Tonight I lay these burdens down and let the silence softly sing. My soul is tired of trying, but tomorrow may bring healing. Though you are gone, I'll find my way, one fragile step at a time. And someday this weary soul will finally learn to shine. If no one's home tonight, the front door open to the silence, no footsteps waiting there for me. The hallway holds 1,000 echoes of the life we used to be. Your favorite chair sits by the window, covered by the evening light. A house can still be standing tall, yet no one's home tonight. Every room remembers laughter, every wall still knows your name, but memory memories can't hold my hand, and nothing feels the same. There's no one home tonight, just lonely shadows and fading light. The silence answers every prayer, but you're not anywhere. I keep listening for your voice, though I know it's out of sight. This house still has four walls, but no one's home tonight. The dishes stay untouched on the table, your coffee cup remains the same. I can't bring myself to move it, as if you were walking any day. The clock keeps counting empty moments, it's ticking louder than before. Time keeps knocking at my heart, but you don't knock anymore. I try to fill these empty spaces with promises of brighter days, but every dream grows quieter. Silence calls me back. No one's home tonight. If these walls could tell our story, they whisper how we used to dance, how forever felt so certain before we lost our chance. I'd give every star above me for one across this living room before you slipped away. There's no one home tonight, but I'll leave the porch light shining still. Not because I think you're coming back, but because my heart always will. Tomorrow I'll gather broken pieces and slowly search for morning's light. Though love has left this empty house, I'll survive this lonely night. The key still hangs beside the door, the wind still softly calls your name. The house remains exactly here, but nothing feels the same. Home tonight, except the memories we made. No, I am nothing. You left without a warning, just silence at the door. The echoes of your footsteps still haunt this empty floor. I reach across the distance, but all I hold is air. The love that once surrounded me is no longer there. Every dream we built together turned to ashes in the rain. I still call your name in whispers, but only silence says my name now. I am nothing without your light, a lonely soul lost in the night, a heart still just a shadow of who I was, holding the broken pieces of us. If love was all I ever knew, then tell me who I am without you. Your photograph keeps watching from a dusty wooden frame. I trace the smile I used to know and softly speak your name. The clock keeps moving forward, but I'm still standing still. Some wounds don't need a reason, they only need to heal. I wear them all like a stranger, afraid of what I'll never find. You left, but every memory refuses to leave my mind. Maybe one day these trembling hands will finally let you go. Maybe hope will find the cracks where forgotten flowers grow. I'll carry every lesson, every tear, every scar, 'cause even broken hearts remember just how beautiful they are. Now I am nothing, or so it seems, lost between forgotten dreams. But somewhere underneath the pain, a quiet spark still calls my name. Though your goodbye broke all I knew, it cannot erase the truth. I loved with all my heart and soul, and that love made me whole. So if tomorrow finds the dawn, I'll take one step and carry on. Not because I stopped loving you, but because love taught me how to survive the darkest blue. You'll always be a chapter time can never rewrite. And though your place beside me has faded from my sight, the heart you helped awaken will keep on beating strong. I may have lost forever, but I will find myself before too long. Breaking the glass, polished surface holding back the flood, a prism card from porcelain and pride. I wore the masquerade like frozen blood, with nowhere left for honesty to hide. The hairline fractures trace a map of veins, a secret symphony beneath the skin. The silence grows until it breaks its chains. I'm ready for the letting out to win. I'm breaking the glass, watch the splinters fall like stars, cutting the velvet, healing all the borrowed scars. No more reflections distorted by the light. I'm burning the masquerade, finally feeling the night. Yeah, I'm shattering the view, I'm finally coming through. I traded shadows for a pulse of heat. The mannequin is weeping in the hall. I feel the rhythm blooming in my feet. I'm dismantling the fortress wall by wall. The transparency is sharper than the cold, but clarity is worth the jagged cost. I'm writing stories that I never told. reclaiming everything that I had lost. I'm breaking the glass, watch the splinters fall like stars, cutting the velvet, healing all the borrowed scars. No more reflections distorted by the light. I'm burning the masquerade, finally feeling the night. Yeah, I'm shattering the view, I'm finally coming through. It's not an accident, it's a design, the shattering of all that wasn't mine. My pulse is the rhythm, the air is my own. I'm carving a kingdom out of the bone. No more glass, just the light, finally free in the night, shattered and whole. Breaking the glass, smile by design. Smile by design. The mirror is a ghost with a sharp edge tonight, tracing the porcelain lines of a manufactured light. I calibrate the muscles, pull the corners toward the sky, architecting mercy in the shadows of an eye. It is a fragile trade-off, a heavy velvet weight, tension in the jawbone, resigning to my fate. If I hold it steady, maybe no one will see the fracture in the sculpture, the ghost inside of me. This is a smile by design, a calculated arc, a firework flickering against the velvet dark, painting over cracks with a glossy shade of gold, keeping every secret, doing what I am told. Oh, it is a perfect mask, a masterpiece of art, protecting all the ruins of a glass heart. My pulse is a metronome, counting down the lie. Every blink is scripted as the cameras pass me by. I pivot with the rhythm, I sway with the deceit, ignoring how the gravel cuts beneath my velvet feet. The glue is getting thin, the foundation's turning gray. I wanna scream the silence just to wash the pain away, but equilibrium is the anchor of the play. So I hold and I hold and I hold. This is a smile by design, a calculated arc, a firework flickering against the velvet dark, painting over cracks with a glossy shade of gold, keeping every secret, doing what I am told. Oh, it is a perfect mask, a masterpiece of art, protecting all the ruins of a glass heart. Just a design, perfectly fine. Just a design. tracing the silver seams on my sleeve, learning the art of make-believe. The mirror is polished, a translucent light, painted in starlight that fell from the sky. I adjust the velvet, I steady the glass, watching the ghosts of my wintertime pass. If I hum loud enough, the cracks won't show. If I run fast enough, the wind won't blow into the places I've cordoned away. It's just borrowed joy on a carousel ride, wearing the laughter like a second skin hide. Is it genuine gold or a gilded debris? I'm convincing the ghost that I'm finally free, caught in the masquerade, dizzy and bright, holding this borrowed joy through the night. Sugar spun echoes of things I once knew, dipping my shadows in shades of soft blue. The rhythm is perfect, the posture is tall, ignoring the dust that is starting to fall. I trade all the tremors for static and song, riding the nerves where the silence felt wrong. If the masquerade breaks and the ceiling comes down, will I still be the jewel in this paper thin crown, or just a tremor hidden by light, fading away from the edge of my sight? Just one more turn, just one more song. I think I belong, I think I belong. Borrowed joy, it's enough for now. Confetti tears, velvet drapes catching the static of the room. I map the constellations on the ceiling with my eyes, a rhythmic pulse of bases blooming in the gloom. I pivot on my heels to keep the mast from losing size. Champagne bubbles popping like a fragile promise made. I hold my breath against the rising tide of silver light. The DJ spins a phantom rhythm just to keep the shade of every secret hidden in the velvet of the night. Oh, I'm dancing through the paper storm of falling gold, wearing hollow laughter like a crown of porcelain glass. Confetti tears are hiding all the stories left untold, watching every ticking second as the shadows pass. A stranger's touch of static on the fabric of my sleeve. I trace the perimeter of sanity and find it thin. It's hard to breathe when everything you're pretending to believe is just a glossy finish for the gravity within. Break the mirror, let the color bleed into the dust. The masquerade is starving for a truth that I can't tell. I am the iron hinge that's slowly turning into rust, locked inside this spark and suffocating shell. I'm dancing through the paper storm of falling gold, wearing hollow laughter like a crown of porcelain ticking second as the shadows pass, falling down like confetti, just a ghost in the glitter. Stay brittle, stay beautiful. The floor is waiting. Daylight, honesty. The mirror holds a hostage in the frame, tracing silver cracks where I forgot my name. The powder hides the hollow in my cheek, a symphony of silence, soft and weak. I'm wearing silk to cover up the thorns, predicting sun while bracing for the storms. Oh, this daylight honesty burns like a fever, exposing the shadows I kept in the dark. The masquerade shattered, a phantom believer, just trying to find where I buried the spark. I carved out a garden in the desert of my chest, but artificial petals never truly rest. The weight of the velvet is bruising the bones, sitting on a gilded abandoned throne. No more paint, no more prose, let the heavy truth compose. I am tired of the shine when the darkness is finally mine. Oh, this daylight honesty burns like a fever, exposing the shadows I kept in the dark. The masquerade shattered, a phantom believer, just trying to find where I buried the spark. The mask is slipping down, I'm finally unbound. Let the morning light reveal the only thing I feel is real. Last waltz of the light, so sequins on my skin feel like shrapnel tonight. I am practicing the posture of a porcelain doll, tracing silhouettes of ghosts in the velvet light, waiting for the cracks to finally reach the wall. Gravity is pulling at the strings I cannot hold. The story of our perfection is getting thin and cold. So take the final spin, let the masquerade expire. I'm dropping the mask in the center of the fire. One last waltz of the light before the music turns to dust. Forgive the performative grace trust. We polished every diamond till they started to bite, acting out the sunrise while we drowned in the blue. I am tired of the shadows stealing all of my light, just to keep the costume button tight on you. So take the final spin, let the masquerade expire. I am dropping the mask in the center of the fire. One last waltz of the night before the music turns to dust. Forgive the performative grace for the sake of the trust. Silence is the loudest vow we ever made, watching the glitter wash away in the rain. I am not afraid of who I am in the fade, only of the silence that will follow the pain. The music stops, the stage goes black, no more mirrors looking back, just the truth, cold and free. Goodbye to the girl I used to be.